Tonight, let this gentle tale fill you with warmth and rest. In the beginning, Frisia and Marigold's journey. This story is about a girl named Frisia and a unicorn named Marigold embarking on a magical journey that leads to a beautiful new beginning. In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, lived a young girl named Frisia. She had always dreamt of adventures beyond the village, where magic and wonder awaited her. One serene evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the landscape, Frisia found herself wandering through the forest. Suddenly, a soft, glowing light appeared in the distance, capturing her curiosity. As she drew closer, she discovered a beautiful unicorn, with a silky mane as white as snow and a horn that shimmered like the stars. The unicorn introduced herself as Marigold. Marigold had come from a distant land, where dreams and reality intertwined, seeking a companion for a new adventure. Frisia's heart swelled with excitement and a sense of destiny. Eagerly, she climbed onto Marigold's back, and together, they soared into the moonlit sky. Their journey took them through enchanted forests, across sparkling rivers, and into valleys filled with flowers that sang in the breeze. They encountered creatures of all shapes and sizes, each with their own story and wisdom to share. As days turned into weeks, Frisia and Marigold grew inseparable, their bond deepening with every shared experience. They faced challenges that tested their courage and friendship, but together, they overcame every obstacle. One day, they arrived at a mystical spring that was said to grant new beginnings to those pure of heart. Marigold turned to Frisia with a gentle gaze, knowing this moment marked the end of one chapter, and the beginning of another. With a heartfelt wish, Frisia dipped her hand into the spring, and a warm radiant light enveloped them both. In the light fading, they found themselves back in Frisia's village. The once ordinary village now sparkled with the enchantment and magic they had discovered on their journey. Frisia knew that even though their epic adventure had come to an end, her life would never be the same. She and Marigold continued to explore the wonders of their homeland, finding magic in the everyday moments and cherishing their friendship that had brought about a beautiful new beginning. Our next story is here to warm your heart. Flower and Lily, a tale of care. This story is about a girl named Flower and an air elemental named Lily, who form a deep friendship based on mutual care and respect, transforming a valley into a symbol of love and everlasting friendship. Once upon a time, in a valley adorned with vibrant flowers and whispering winds, lived a kind-hearted girl named Flower. Flower loved taking care of her garden, a colorful paradise that stretched far and wide. Every morning, she would water the plants, sing to them, and ensure they had enough sunlight. One day, while tending her garden, Flower noticed a delicate shimmering figure dancing with the breeze. This was Lily, an air elemental with sparkling wings and a glow that reflected the dawn. Lily had been observing Flower's care for the garden, and felt a deep connection to the kindness radiating from her. Curious and eager to make a new friend, Lily swirled around Flower, creating gentle gusts of wind that felt like a warm embrace. Flower was enchanted by Lily's graceful movements and playful spirit. From that day on, an unspoken bond formed between them. Each day, Lily would help Flower by blowing gentle breezes that cooled the garden, ensuring the plants thrived even in the hottest summers. When autumn arrived, Lily would delicately carry fallen leaves away, keeping the garden clean and ready for winter. Flower, grateful for Lily's help, decided to create a special corner in her garden, just for her new friend. She planted wind chimes and feather-light flowers that danced with the slightest breeze. Lily would spend hours there, her laughter mingling with the music of the chimes. One cold winter night, a fierce storm blew through the valley. The winds howled, and the temperature dropped. Flower, worried about her garden and her friend, ran outside to find Lily. She found her shivering under a tree, her glow dimmed by the cold. Flower wrapped Lily in her warmest scarf, sharing the warmth of her own heart. Together, they braved the storm, sheltering the garden from the harsh weather. As the storm passed, a beautiful rainbow appeared, shining brightly over the valley. Flower and Lily stood together, hand in hand, knowing that their bond of care had grown even stronger. They realized that true friendship means looking after each other, no matter the season. From that day forward, the valley flourished, not just because of the meticulous care Flower and Lily provided, but because of the love and respect they shared. Their story spread far and wide, inspiring others to care for one another and cherish the bonds they formed. And so, the valley became a symbol of love, care, and everlasting friendship. Here's another peaceful story for tonight. Lobelia and Bluebonnet, a heartwarming tale of inspiration. This story is about the heartwarming friendship between a curious girl, Lobelia, and a kind-hearted troll, Bluebonnet, who inspires her to become a writer. In a quaint village nestled between verdant hills and sparkling streams, lived a young girl named Lobelia, who had an insatiable curiosity about the world. She was adored by all the villagers for her bright smile and her endless supply of questions, which seemed to lighten their hearts and minds. Her favorite spot to ponder life's great mysteries was an ancient oak tree on the outskirts of the village. One sunny afternoon, Lobelia met an unexpected friend beneath that very oak tree. Her friend was none other than Bluebonnet, a kind-hearted troll with the bluest eyes one could ever imagine. Unlike the fearsome creatures of fairy tales, Bluebonnet was gentle and had a profound wisdom that shone through his eyes. He had a long bushy beard intertwined with flowers, and his presence exuded comfort and understanding. At first, Lobelia was apprehensive, but Bluebonnet's warm smile quickly melted away any fear. They soon began to talk about their worlds. Bluebonnet spoke of the forgotten beauty in the simplest forms of life, the lessons learned from the rustling leaves, and the stories told by the wind. Lobelia was entranced by his tales, and began to see her world through new eyes. Over the months, their bond grew stronger. Lobelia would bring books she borrowed from the village library to read to Bluebonnet, and he in turn would read stories of the ancient days. They learned much from each other, and their friendship became the talk of the village. The townspeople noticed a change in Lobelia. She had become even more thoughtful and answer-fishing, drawing inspiration from her conversations with Bluebonnet. One day, Lobelia confided in Bluebonnet about her dream to become a writer. She felt shy about her aspirations, but knew that, if anyone could understand, it was Bluebonnet. With patience and encouragement, he inspired her to write, reminding her that every story mattered. She began to write about their adventures together, tales that sparkled with magic and wisdom. As pages filled with words, Lobelia's confidence grew. She shared her writings with the villagers, who were moved by the depth and beauty of her stories. Bluebonnet's gentle guidance had unlocked her potential, and she realized that her gift was not just in asking questions but in sharing the answers she found. As the seasons passed, their friendship continued to deepen, and Lobelia's stories began to travel beyond the village, touching hearts far and wide. She became known as the girl who wrote with the soul of a troll, full of wisdom and kindness. Lobelia and Bluebonnet's story remains a cherished memory in the village. It's a reminder that friendship and inspiration can come from the most unexpected places, and when we open our hearts to the wisdom of those different from us, we find our true voice. Here, on is another comforting story for you. The Sunshine Bond, Crocus and Wisteria. This story is about a heartwarming friendship between a human named Crocus and a water elemental named Wisteria, showing how their bond brings light to even the darkest days. In a land where sunlight danced through the leaves and enchanted the world with its radiant glow, lived a human named Crocus. Crocus was a kind-hearted soul with eyes that sparkled like the morning dew. One fine day, Crocus stumbled upon a serene lake where the water glimmered as if sprinkled with stardust. It was here that Crocus met Wisteria, a graceful water elemental whose shimmering form was as fluid as the lake itself. Though they came from different worlds, a bond quickly formed between them. Crocus often visited Wisteria, and they shared stories under the canopies of ancient trees. Wisteria would weave tales of the water's secret paths, while Crocus spoke of the sun's warm embrace. Their friendship flourished, with laughter ringing out like harmonies in a timeless song. One day, the sun decided to hide behind thick clouds. Crocus felt a heaviness in his heart, for the sun was not just a star to him but a dear friend. Wisteria noticed his sorrow, and decided to help. She summoned her powers, creating a delicate strand of water that spiraled upward, borrowing the last rays of the hidden sun. The strand of water glowed with a soft, golden light that seemed almost magical. Let this light remind you that the sun's warmth is always with you, whispered her voice like a gentle ripple. Touched by Wisteria's kindness, Crocus felt a warmth within that no cloud could eclipse. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, their friendship only deepened. They grew to understand that their bond was the true sunshine, a light that never faded. Even as seasons changed, Crocus and Wisteria continued to find joy in each other's company. The golden light of their shared memories illuminated their hearts, a timeless glow beyond the reach of time and seasons. From that day on, whenever clouds appeared, Crocus would merely glance at the lake and find the comforting glow, remembering Wisteria's words. And each time, the warmth would return, no matter the weather. Thus, their heartwarming tale became a beautiful reminder that true bonds can bring light into the darkest of days and that friendship can be as radiant as the sun itself. Rest well, and let go of the day's cares.